mind it, but it just seems odd to me that you're in a skid loader and you're doing it one way, which is really, I feel, the backwards way, the S pattern.
Yeah, but everybody does it. You learned it.
Probably this existed before the skid loaders.
I don't know.
Matt Stetar's journey began far from the cameras and heavy machinery that would later define Diesel Creek. Born and raised in western Pennsylvania, he grew up in a world of open fields, small towns, and hands-on labor. From a young age, Matt displayed an uncanny talent for working with machines. While most kids played video games, he was in workshops, tinkering with engines, learning the delicate balance of metal and motion. Friends and family recall his fascination with welding and fabrication, often spending hours in the garage refining tools, dismantling old engines, and piecing together what most would consider scrap. These early experiences laid the foundation for what would later become Diesel Creek, a YouTube channel celebrated for breathing life into forgotten machinery. Yet beneath this surface of ingenuity, there were hints of relentless ambition and pressures few could see. His perfectionism sometimes frustrated peers, small mistakes could ignite hours of rework, and his uncompromising standards meant he rarely accepted shortcuts. Even as a teenager, he seemed driven by more than curiosity, an almost obsessive need to bring dormant machines back to life, to see transformation where others saw decay. This drive would eventually become both his greatest asset and a source of unseen strain. Before Diesel Creek became a household name among machinery enthusiasts, Matt navigated a patchwork of jobs. He worked in landscaping, construction, and pipeline maintenance, slowly building both skill and resilience. Those early years were marked by long hours and physical exhaustion, but they also honed the precision and patience that would later define his work on the channel. He earned certifications in welding and fabrication, skills that at the time seemed utilitarian but would eventually form the backbone of Diesel Creek's identity. During this period, Matt also discovered the unique satisfaction of documenting projects, capturing before and after transformations, the moments when scrap became functional and chaos became order. It was the spark that hinted at a future where his hands-on skills could meet the digital world, merging craftsmanship with storytelling in ways few others had attempted. Even then, he carefully observed how audiences reacted, taking notes on pacing, visuals, and explanations. The seeds of YouTube's strategy were quietly sown. Friends recall evenings spent discussing project ideas and potential filming angles, a testament to his early understanding that presentation could amplify skill. Yet alongside this calculated creativity was a subtle mounting pressure. Balancing day jobs, learning trades, and experimenting with video content created a tension that only insiders could detect. This tension foreshadowed the complex dance between passion and expectation that would later define Diesel Creek. When Diesel Creek began to take shape online, the channel initially focused on small restorations, dirt bikes, abandoned ATVs, and neglected farm equipment. Early videos, often shot in modest workshops or outdoors, showcased a raw authenticity. Viewers were drawn not just to the machinery, but to Matt's methodical approach and unfiltered personality. Over time, the channel's ambitions grew. Projects became larger, more complex: excavators, heavy trucks, and rare machinery that required months of planning and fabrication. Diesel Creek's subscriber count swelled as viewers marveled at both the transformations and the evident expertise driving each build. Sponsorships and merchandise soon followed, offering financial stability and a growing platform. Yet as public success increased, so did the pressures beneath the surface. Expensive equipment, rising overhead, and the demands of maintaining both a brand and a channel began to strain Matt in ways not immediately visible to his audience. Behind the camera, nights often stretched into early mornings. Tools broke, shipments arrived late, and machines refused to cooperate, turning each fun build into a test of patience. Matt's perfectionist tendencies sometimes clashed with production deadlines, and the need to maintain viewer engagement added another layer of complexity. The larger the builds became, the higher the stakes, and even minor delays threatened the perception of professionalism he had worked so hard to establish. By 2023, fans started noticing subtle changes. The once regular uploads became less frequent, punctuated by vague commentary on stress or re-evaluation of the channel's direction. Some speculated that costs were beginning to outpace revenue, pointing to the extensive tools, property upgrades, and larger-scale builds that had become Diesel Creek's signature. Others suggested more personal struggles, long hours in isolation, mounting exhaustion, or the mental toll of sustaining such an ambitious endeavor alone. Matt occasionally referenced setbacks, cryptically mentioning delays or adjustments, but he offered few details. In the absence of confirmation, rumors spread quickly. Some fans hinted at financial strain, others at potential health challenges, and a few even speculated on relational or personal pressures, though these remained unverified. The online discussion became a mix of admiration and concern. Social media posts highlighted moments of vulnerability, and some commenters pieced together timelines that suggested prolonged fatigue. Others analyzed production quality, interpreting minor changes as signs of stress or distraction. These fan-led investigations created a sense of tension, as though viewers were collectively trying to decode what Matt himself had left partially hidden, amplifying the mystery around both his life and his craft. Speculation reached a fever pitch when several fans noticed Matt downsizing or selling equipment, though the details were scarce and largely unconfirmed. Observers theorized that certain large projects were scrapped or postponed due to logistical and financial complications. These stories painted a picture of someone caught between ambition and reality, a craftsman forced to reconcile passion with limitations. While the rumors were dramatic, the reality could have been simpler. Heavy machinery is inherently costly and time-consuming, and sustaining a high-volume content channel on such projects is extraordinarily demanding. Yet the gaps in uploads and the increasing mentions of personal reflection suggested a man grappling with unseen pressures, leaving the audience to fill in the blanks with their own narratives and assumptions. Adding to the intrigue were moments when Matt teased upcoming projects with hints of complexity or scale that never materialized as expected. Viewers speculated endlessly. Was it financial, physical, or emotional? No single answer emerged, but the speculation itself became part of the channel's lore, a shadow narrative that mirrored the physical transformations of the machines he restored. Despite the uncertainty, certain facts remained clear. Matt continued to operate from his property in Pennsylvania, maintaining Diesel Creek as a platform for restoration, fabrication, and heavy machinery content. He remained active in industry work, welding, construction, and hands-on projects. Verified channels and public metrics confirmed the continued engagement of his subscriber base, demonstrating that even amid speculation and rumor, his skill and vision retained appeal. What remained murky were the personal dimensions, the stress, fatigue, or potential financial strain hinted at in subtle commentary, the occasional cryptic video titles, and long gaps between posts. These nuances created a narrative tension that drew viewers in, inviting speculation without providing concrete answers. The combination of visible skill and hidden struggles crafted a dual narrative, the observable triumphs of Diesel Creek and the concealed challenges behind every project. It became evident that part of the channel's allure was not just the machines restored, but the human story unfolding quietly in the background, compelling audiences to keep watching, wondering, and theorizing. Looking back, Matt Stetar's story illustrates the intersection of creativity, ambition, and the hidden pressures of being one's own brand. Diesel Creek is more than a channel. It is a testament to dedication, skill, and the human cost of pursuing passion in public view. The machinery he restores, the projects he completes, and the audience he captivates are only part of the story. Behind every transformation lies unseen effort, unseen challenges, and the quiet weight of responsibility. For viewers, the mystery remains compelling. The man behind Diesel Creek is both known and unknowable, a reminder that even in a world dominated by content, some truths remain just out of reach. Whether Matt will return with new projects, share more of his journey, or continue quietly behind the scenes, one certainty persists. The impact of his work and the intrigue surrounding his story will continue to engage and inspire those who follow him. In the end, the tension between what is shown and what is hidden is precisely what makes Diesel Creek mesmerizing, and it is a story that, like the machines he revives, unfolds slowly, piece by piece, revealing deeper layers over time.